Check 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3. Check check check. Audio 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 check. This is an audio check. Audio 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 check. For studio, this is an audio check for the studio. Studio, audio check for studio. Check check check. Check 1 2 3 1 2. Check check. Check check. You may have to readjust your audio up there at the camera, so I'm not getting a lot down here. Can you turn it up a little bit up there? I'm not getting a lot of audio for the internet, and I'm checking this out with Jesse right now. We're testing audio. How's that? You're listening to me? Okay, good. It's up as high as it'll go. All right, all right. So check 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. Check 1 2 1 2 3. Check check check. Hello, hello. This is Rick. This is Rick. Hello, check. Hello, check. Check check. Hello, Chuck. Hello, Chuck. Check. Chuck check check Chuck. This is Rick chucking and checking. Check check check. Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 1 2 3. Check check check. Check 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 check. I think he just buzzed me. I felt a buzz. Got audio. Does it sound good though? Does it sound okay? I mean, is it a level we can work with? If you think it's okay, then we'll go with it. I sure can't tell from down here. I got it turned up as high as I can get the computer to turn it up. We have the camera set online. So if you think it's okay, then here I'll play the halftime thing. Tell me how that sounds.
It's halftime on the KQED-TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's game features the Onalaska Luther Knights and the Boscobel Bulldogs. We'll return with the second half of tonight's game after...
There we go. How's that? Was that okay too? That was okay too? That was okay too? I could play a commercial. Okay, I felt the buzz. He's responded. Sounds good. Okay, all right. Well, then I think we're good to go. 6:45, we'll be on the air. I'm going to put up the slate and dump the picture. So here's the slate. Tell Kyle we will start at 6:45, so keep an eye on his phone or whatever watch he's using. We'll start at 6:45 according to my phone or computer here.
Get ready to go wild.
You won't believe how close you can get.
Amazing animals.
Lion, leopard, and now the rhino.
Incredible places.
Where else do you know where you can go and have breakfast and have a giraffe eat right out of your hand, huh?
Luxury.
What could be better?
And memories.
To Masai Mara, Kenya.
It's time for the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight, the Onalaska Luther Knights take on the Boscobel Bulldogs. The KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week is made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business. Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. First Community Credit Union, serving local communities. Lewiston Monument in Lewiston, Minnesota. And by Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Now let's go down to the field and the KQEG-TV broadcast team, Rick Wilson and Terry Erickson.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Boscobel High School and tonight's game between the Onalaska Luther Knights and the Boscobel Bulldogs. Hi, Rick Wilson with you tonight, along with Terry Erickson. And Terry, what a beautiful night for a football game, huh?
Jeez, I've went through Boscobel numerous times on the way to Dubuque working college basketball at Loras and UD.
Yeah.
And I've never been on this campus, but it is beautiful. Casey Nice Memorial Football Field, named after a young man that died in a car accident a few years ago. Sparky Reynolds Memorial Track and field and cross country, really the staple of sports here in Boscobel. Beautiful night.
Yeah, what a gorgeous night, and it's kind of exciting because this is the first time that we've been able to bring a game live to our viewers on Channel 23. So this is not a playback, and it's not just strictly a stream. It's actually live over Channel 23. So that's exciting for us, don't you think?
It's exciting for everybody that likes high school sports. Come on, throughout the state. You know what? I was biking today, getting ready for a triathlon tomorrow, and running a little bit, just loosening up. You know what? I was singing a song the whole time. You know what the song was? Happy Days Are Here Again.
Oh, okay.
Remember that song?
I thought you were saying, are you ready for some football?
Happy Days Are Here Again because
Sure.
we didn't think there would even be football.
So true, so true. And it's the uncertainty has been really something. We've seen teams that were planning on play tonight suddenly cancel.
Well, Holman, West Salem, DeSoto, Sparta, Melrose, Medora, Westby, all on pause, and the pause may turn into an abrupt finish to a season that didn't even start.
So we don't really know how many games we're going to be able to bring people, but we're trying to bring one at least every Friday night. Next week, we hope to be down in Viroqua with Aquinas, and we were going to do the Holman game, but we're not sure that Holman's going to have anyone to play next week.
It's a moving target, isn't it?
Really
There's
is.
so much uncertainty in
Absolutely.
the world in general because the virus is in control.
Yes, it is. And you know, here at Boscobel, where people are, each student was only allowed 4 tickets, so they don't expect more than 90 fans. We see a number of fans with masks, some without. They're kind of trying to socially distance. We kind of got ourselves apart from everybody as we put up a little barricade here. So I think they're trying to be safe.
Yeah,
don't you?
and if the camera on the officials, we see the officials are mandated to wear masks.
Yeah.
A lot of them using electronic whistles. I bought a few of those. And electronic whistles will, I think, be a common use in basketball, too.
Oh, so they don't actually blow into anything? It's just press a button and it whistles?
You know, the issue with respiratory droplets and how far they can travel is certainly a deep concern. That's why playing football is, to a lot of people, it's very risky. Cross country, maybe not, tennis, golf, but football, whoa.
Football and wrestling would be very, two very close quarters.
And basketball, once the winter go. So, I mean, there's a lot of uncertainty with us on our schedule and throughout sports in this country and world.
Yeah. So we hope to be able to bring you a series of games throughout the entire fall here, 6 or 7 weeks of football, but a lot of that depends on, as you said, the virus is in control, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. But here we are tonight. We're at Boscobel, and the Bulldogs are taking on the Onalaska Luther Knights. So let's talk about these teams a little bit, Terry. How about Boscobel? They did not have a very good season last year.
Boscobel has, when you think of Boscobel, you think of Skylar Reynolds, who ran cross country at UWL and worked for us at the club. He has put together a tremendous cross country program, which is the fall program. Football has become secondary. Well, they hired a guy, Dustin Johnson. Talked to him a few times this week. His resume is impressive. His first year here, but he was 7 years at Darlington. They took the team to the playoffs, deep to the state championship many times.
Yeah, sure.
You remember that. Lake
Yeah.
Geneva went to the playoffs. He was offensive coordinator at East Troy. So he came here last year. The coach quit halfway through the season. There wasn't any excitement or energy in the school and in the community, and he's trying to resurrect what we saw a few decades ago here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
well,
only 26 kids out, and here's the difference too: the uncertainty of who you're going to play. Of course, we know now that all ADs have had to redo their schedule completely.
oh, sure, yeah.
But Boscobel, they've been in 3 different conferences, in the SWAL, last year in the 6 Rivers, and now in the Ridge and Valley. So, that also provides a lot of uncertainty as to who your opponents are.
Well, and even if you're, conference, be darned, because you're just looking for somebody to play this year because a lot of those teams aren't playing.
Exactly. Well, yeah, like in the Scenic Bluffs, the only team playing are the Luther Knights.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah. And they're not playing anybody in their conference, obviously,
Yeah. So I bet you our viewers are also thinking, I wonder if those guys are going to broadcast spring football too. What's the answer to that?
I wouldn't be surprised, if we can work it around baseball and basketball. I think basketball would end before spring football would start, don't you?
There's I think a window of about 1 or 2 weeks, maybe.
Well, I thought there was an overlap with baseball, but maybe not basketball. We'll just have to wait and
But
see.
there's going to be some cold nights here as we go until early November, and then starting football in the spring. We know the weather in Wisconsin in March.
Well, speaking of nights, we should talk about the Luther Knights, maybe. Huh?
Why don't we? I had a chance to talk with Coach Shebo, 5th year, 8-21 overall. He's installing a new offense. They have really been in limbo, too, with 3 conferences. We covered them many times in the Cooley. Then they went to the SWAL. Now they're in the Scenic Bluffs, and so nobody seems to want them, They've been 2-16 the last 2 years. When you think of football at Luther, you think of John Benrud, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, and of course he's retired now, but he's one of my good friends, and I would hope, and Matt Schiebel is trying to bring back what John Benrud used to have. They lost the bulk of their playmakers from last year. They returned their offensive line and their big people, which we will talk about. Their strength, I think, is their offensive line, kind of an unknown backfield. And just like Boscobel, they're uncertain as to what to, because they had no scrimmages, limited practice time. What are they going to see?
Yeah, so we'll just have to wait and see what that's going to be. We're going to get the Star Spangled Banner up and running here in just a moment. So while they do that, I think it's perfect time for us to take a break, which we will do, and we will be back with start and kickoff and keys to the game right after these messages.
At this time, I would like to take a moment of silence to honor Mr. Bell.
The thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 5-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
Get ready to go wild.
You won't believe how close you can get.
Amazing animals.
Lion, leopard, and now the rhino.
Incredible places.
Where else do you know where you can go and have breakfast and have a giraffe eat right out of your hand, huh?
Luxury.
What could be better?
And memories.
To Masai Mara, Kenya.
No soap opera.
I got this.
No lying.
You know how many times I've heard that?
No nonsense.
The simple fact is,
Judge Hatchett has seen it all, and with over 20 years on the bench, she knows when someone is trying to get away with it.
I'm really having a tough time believing that.
Never predictable.
It is not her fault.
Always powerful.
Did you set him up?
Don't miss The Verdict with Judge Hatchett.
Welcome back, everybody. We're just about ready for the Star-Spangled Banner now. They honor America, the raising of the American flag. Nope, technical difficulties. All right, there we are. Star-Spangled Banner, and we're just about ready for kickoff. So, Terry, keys to the game.
Well, before we do that,
Okay.
It was a pretty special moment here before the Star-Spangled Banner when they honored Greg Bell, who was a coach, a principal, a district administrator, a leader in his early 50s, passed away here just a couple of weeks ago. So that may play a part of this too, because there's a lot of, he was loved in this community. So we'll see if maybe the team can rally on behalf of his memory to play well, be respectable here this evening. Keys of the game. I think two teams full of inexperience. I think one of the keys for the Luther Knights is getting the ball into the hands of their playmakers. They have tremendous receivers in Pamperin Bias and Hunter Caston. The mental aspect of the game, we talk about that a little bit, Rick, but with all the distractions there are, with the virus, with the presidential election, with the chaos, with the divisiveness, with the fact that is there school, is there not school?
Yeah.
Is there a game, is there not a game? The limited amount of practice and so on. I think that will be a key. The size of Luther's defensive line. Watch, players to watch. Gavin Proudfoot, 6'8", 240 pounds, and Isaiah Larish. You remember at 6'8", 220 pounds. You remember Bennett
from
Larish, who now I think is at Martin Luther College playing basketball. That'll be a key, I think, too. And certainly the size of Luther, and the speed of their backs, and the athletic ability of Dylan Yang, the number 9. Keep an eye on him, the 6'2" junior. I think that will be a key factor also.
All right, well, there you go, folks. And we've got both teams out on the field, and we're just about ready to get things underway. And it looks like the Luther Knights will kick off.
Josiah Larson set to kick off. Josiah Larson, 5'11", 160-pound linebacker.
Riley Bray and Noah Luce back deep for the Bulldogs.
Players to watch certainly are those two guys too, Noah Luce and John O'Neill. I think we're going to talk a lot about him, along with Riley Bray.
All right, here we go. And we are underway. They're going to take it at about right through his hands at the 15. Picked back up, though, by Riley Bray. And Bray's going to get hit and taken down.
Good coverage for the Luther Knights. The first guy down there, Tanner Bass, a sophomore, 5'9", 160 pounds, gets his first tackle of the year.
All right. Number 14, Lucas Whittaker, will be behind center for the Bulldogs.
Lucas Whittaker, only a freshman.
Wow, freshman, yeah. 6'2", though. He's got the height that a quarterback needs, so he can kind of look over the line. Now let's make sure that, yep, there he is. He's out there. And we're underway. Here we go. Now, you said they were running a wing. Is that right?
The wing T offense. Just put that in this year.
And they hand that off to Luce, the ball carrier.
Luce with the carry. Tackled by number 37, Josiah Larson.
Gain of about a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Bulldogs.
Again, watch number 64, Proudfoot, and 68, Isaiah Lersch, as they look to get to the quarterback and create some havoc in the Boscobel offensive backfield.
Whittaker up under center. They're going for the run once again, but he doesn't get anywhere that time. Pushed back. They're not even, yeah, he didn't even get to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, ran into the teeth of the Luther Knight defense. Several white jerseys there to meet him, starting with number 52, Tristan Riley.
That was Riley Bray, the ball carrier.
Tristan Riley, a senior, number 52, a linebacker.
They are going to give him forward progress, so they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd down and 9 for the Bulldogs. The snap, he looks to pass, but oh boy, he got hit big time.
Boy,
big time
stunt by Lyndon Bias. Of course, we remember his brother Emery, who now plays basketball at Viterbo. He's going to be on Seven Rivers Sports in a couple weeks. Lyndon Bias, 6'2", number 15.
That brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to kick.
Bias back to receive this. One player short for the Knights, so see what we got here. Bias and Tanner Bass set to receive.
Yep.
John O'Neill kicking for the Bulldogs.
Not a very long kick.
He's the Knights set to get it at the 19-yard line into the red zone already. See what they do with Yang at quarterback, Pamprin, Bias, Casson wide receivers, Bolstead a running back, Josiah Larson, and the line, Riley, Christopherson, Prowley, Proudfoot, and Lersch.
All right, they bring it up to the line. They're going to start right away out of the shotgun. Here's Yang, takes the shot. We got a flag right away. He pitches it out. Makes a nice run around the left side there.
Trying to get that edge. Lyndon Bias with speed to kill, and motion penalty on the Knights. Officials working this game from the North Crawford Lafarge area, Lucas Nordine, Eric Weigel, Kent Peterson, Dennis Vinger, and Wayne Keenan.
So they're going to push it back, and they'll replay 1st down.
Don't be surprised if we see an abundance of yellow flags here in this first opening game.
Yeah.
With, again, as we talked about in the intro, no scrimmages, limited practice time.
Yeah. So 1st and 15 now for the Knights, but they are on the 24-yard line of the Bulldogs, so pretty good shape here. Yang comes up. He's going to take it out of the gun once again. Dual backs. Receivers to the right and left. This time he's going to keep it, and he's got a nice hole, and he'll pick up about, maybe pick up about 10 yards on that one. Let's see where they place it.
You know, the coaches are really high on him with his size, his speed. Tackled by Ethan Hulse, a defensive back, 5'10", 145 pounds.
Yeah, a gain of about 13 yards. He'll be 2nd down and 5.
He's dangerous in the open field, just like Bias and Caston.
2nd down. Yang once again works out of the gun. He's a junior at Luther. Again, he'll keep it one more time, and he's going to come around the right side. We got a flag, and he goes into the end zone, but let's hang on. Let's see what that flag is all about.
Yeah, we get an illegal block on the night, so that will come back.
Oh.
On the right side of that offensive line. Negated the first score of the season.
Well, almost had one there.
Jeff Comey, the new offensive coordinator for the Knights.
2nd and 12 now. Ball back on the 20-yard line now. 8:43 left in our first quarter here at Boscobel. So once again, Yang comes up. So far, he's been the ball carrier that's been most successful. There again, a flag, and it's going to be another motion penalty, I think.
It is
as Lyndon Bias tries to work his way around the left side there.
Pre-snap penalty. They weren't set.
Oh, okay.
The Knights are their own worst enemy here on their first drive.
Yeah, well, like you said, not a lot of practice time. And we usually see these kinds of things early in the season, don't we?
We do.
So now it went from 2nd and 5 to now 2nd and 17. The ball on the 25-yard line.
Brenner Brown and T.J. Bell, the two defensive ends for Boscobel, are going to have to seal that edge, or it will be a long night here for the Bulldogs.
Could be. All right, once again, Yang out of the gun, dual backs, single receiver to the right side, two receivers to the right side. He looks to pass, and no, it's dropped. It was intended for Nathan Riley, but he was unable to hang on to it.
Looked like that could have been a motion penalty too. Fullback jumped a little early.
3rd down, 17 now.
Brown loose, Bell, O'Neill, Hulse, Culp, Gilson, Hamill, Wagner, and Groom, part of that defensive unit for the Bulldogs.
They're going to stack him up, receivers to the left side. He's going to look down the left side. There's a throw. Oh, that was catchable, I think, but he had two defenders right near it.
Well defended by John O'Neill, and Coach Johnson said keep an eye on that sophomore, John O'Neill, who's 5'11", 150 pounds, and if he has a good game, then our defense should hold up.
So 4th down, ball on the 25. I suppose they might as well go for it, huh?
4 down territory.
Yeah, absolutely.
See if they put Yang on the outside and see what he can do with it. Give him the option to throw or run.
There's a snap. Yang again. He'll roll out to the left side. So the throw. He's got his man and a 1st down. Looks like did he get into the end zone? No, they pushed him out just before the end zone.
Just a swing pattern to the outside. Caught by number 33, Elias Bolstead. Two-way starter,
Nice catch.
5'8", 150 pounds. Just swung out of the backfield, and the linebacker didn't stay home, and as a result, 1st down.
All right, 1st down, 1 yard to go. They stopped him on the 1 yard line. Let's see if Luther can kick it into the end zone. There it is. Touchdown, Luther.
Right behind that big offensive line. As we said in the intro, that's the strength of this Luther team, is returning all of their offensive linemen.
So 6-0 as the Knights draw first blood with 7:53 left in the first quarter. And they will attempt to kick an extra point. Larson once again Josiah Larson, the junior, will handle the kicking.
Dylan Yang holding.
The quarterback holding.
Lyndon Bias, the snapper.
Kicks up, looks pretty good. And it is. So they add the extra point, and the score now 7-0. So as we get ready now for the kickoff, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of tonight's game right after this message from one of our sponsors. All right, welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. And we are seeing some football here, huh, Terry? 7-0.
Yeah, like I said, happy days are here again. Josiah Larson set to kick off. We just hope that the season continues, because that's the moving target, whether or not how many games will actually be played.
Number 11, Riley Bray, and number 3, Noah Luce, will be back deep for the Bulldogs. Last time, I think it was Luce that it went right through his fingers. And Bray picked it up, but they weren't able to get it very far. So let's see how they do this time. Good kick. Looks like Luce will take it this time, and there's a quick handoff to Bray. And Riley Bray will take it downfield. He's got a good run there. Nice run, gets it out to about the 34-yard line. Great run back.
Little deception by the Bulldogs. Tackled by Cole Christofferson, number 55. A little bit of hesitancy on the coverage team. Good return. Let's see if the Bulldogs can get something going on offense.
Good place to start, that's for sure.
A tight wing T offense.
1st and 10, ball in the 34 of the Bulldogs.
Saw the Central Red Raiders run this for years.
Here's Whittaker under center. Hands it off. He follows his blockers. That's Luce with the ball, but he doesn't get too far. I'm going to say half a yard, maybe a yard. They're going to give him a yard on that one, so it'll be 2nd down and 9.
Tackled by Dylan Yang, two-way starter, defensive back, of course quarterback, and held his ground well. Took care of a block and stayed home.
Say one of our sponsors tonight is First Community Credit Union. They offer products and services you need to live your best life. They're proud to serve the financial needs of their local communities because community is their middle name. Federally insured by NCUA, membership eligibility required. Visit firstccu.com. That's firstccu.com.
Brings a little excitement from Boscobel with a good run.
3rd and a long 4. They're saying 3rd and 5, actually, for the Bulldogs now.
And a pretty young offensive line, too. 2 sophomores, 3 juniors, only 1 senior starter for the Bulldogs.
7:03 left in the first quarter. Send a man in motion. Hands it off. Doesn't get too far. That time, Brenner Brown, the ball carrier for the Bulldogs.
Again.
So 4th and about 3.
Again, Cole Christofferson holds his ground, makes the tackle.
All right, make it 4th and 2. And it looks like they're going to kick. O'Neal back deep. He'll handle the kick. There it is. Gets it away. Caught by Bias at about the 30-yard line, and he'll pick up about 10 yards on a run back.
Bias with a good return. Kane Groom, a junior, 5'10", 240 pounds, makes the tackle.
No flag. False flag out there. They threw a flag, didn't mean to. Fell out of his pocket, probably.
I think some crews throw too many flags. We talked about that in the past. Let's hope this crew uses a little discretion on some plays.
First and 10 now for the Knights. Ball on their own 41-yard line. Yang out of the gun once again, dual backs. He's got two receivers on the right side here. There's the pitch to the left, and once again, he goes to Lyndon Bias.
Boy, great penetration. Seth Gilson will not get credited with the tackle, but his penetration slowed down the runner and did a great job.
Yeah, they only gained about half a yard, it looks like. Second down and 9 for the Knights. Same setup, out of the gun, dual backs, two receivers on the right side here. Here's Yang throws, right through the hands of Nehemiah Pamprin.
And Nehemiah Pamprin, too, a pretty reliable receiver. I thought he should have had that at 5'10", 145 pounds. That's a name that's
been around
the Luther for a long time.
Sure has. Third and 10 now with the ball on the 42-yard line for the Onalaska Luther Knights. 5:40 left in the first quarter. Dylan Yang out of the gun once again. Same setup, dual backs, two receivers to the right side. This time he's rolling out to the right, looking for a receiver downfield. He has to get rid of it. He almost threw it into the arms of one of the opponents there, one of the Bulldogs.
Should have just thrown it away. Boy,
yeah.
T.J. Bell, again, another sophomore defensive end, untouched and right in the face of Dylan Yang.
So that's going to be fourth down, and the Knights will kick.
Not a very impressive drive that time for the Knights.
Larson once again will kick the ball, and back deep again for the Bulldogs is Noah Luce and Riley Bray. Good snap, gets it away. And Bray's going to take it. He drops it, and there's a diving for the ball there.
I think that's the Knights.
The Knights are saying they got it. I think they did too.
Yeah, I think the first guy to fall on it, number 23, I think gets credit for that. That would be Tanner Bass.
That's the second time one of the Bulldog receivers has dropped the ball like that on a kickoff.
Tanner Bass, one of the gunners, a sophomore, doing a heck of a job on the special teams.
So they're going to set it at first and 10 on the 30-yard line for the Knights. Yang fakes the handoff. He's going to carry it himself, and he'll pick up about 5-6 yards on that one.
Another flag. Good block that time by Lyndon Bias, too.
5:23 left in our first quarter now. Oh.
Ooh, I didn't see
hit to
that.
the head. Personal foul. They're going to mark him off. That's going to be a big foul.
Didn't get the number on that, but I would suspect that was inadvertent. I don't know any of the Knights that would do something intentionally. I really do not.
I would agree with you.
But
that makes it first and about 25.
It's just not part of their culture.
They'll stack them up, receivers to the right side, dual backs. Yang rolls out to the left. He's going to keep it. If he can get around the edge, and he does, and he'll pick up about 5-6 yards as they push him out of bounds.
Like 6 red jerseys there, which sends a good message. Number 2, the first guy there, Renner Brown. Jeff Okome, again, the new offensive coordinator. Boy, with the running ability, the quickness, the deception, the breakaway speed of Dylan Yang, I'd be running a lot of play action with him as my quarterback.
Gain of 7 on the play. It'll be second down and 17.
Sure, the coaches have just partial, their playbook partially shared with their team. I'm sure a lot of their plays are coming in the next few weeks.
All right, second down. Yang, and a quick flag.
Somebody moved again.
Yeah.
Inadvertent whistle. See, perhaps with electronic whistles,
Accidentally pressed a button. Yeah, I could see that.
I got to work on mine, so I don't do that.
Yeah.
Inadvertent whistle is somewhat embarrassing.
You have your finger on the button and you accidentally squeeze your hand.
Yeah.
2nd and 17. There's the snap. Yang fades back. He's rolling out to the right. There's the throw down the middle. He's got his man. He hits Lyndon Bias again.
Flushed out of the pocket, but kept his eyes downfield, kept his composure. Lyndon Bias came back to help, and now we have a side judge and the back judge caucusing.
Was it a catch? They're trying to decide, I imagine. Yep, it's good. It's good.
Well, I could see that from here.
I looked at the replay, and the replay looked pretty good. 7-0. 3:45 left in the first quarter here. And the Knights have the ball, 3rd down and 4.
We got a timeout. It appears the Knights called a timeout here.
Oh, okay. They want to talk about this a little bit?
Unless we have an equipment issue. It could be what it is.
Well, let's take a quick moment to remind you that one of our sponsors tonight is Ace of Lacrosse in the Shelby Mall, your work and play headquarters. Whatever your need for that home improvement project, you'll find it at Ace. And when it's time to play, check out Ace Sportsland for your hunting and fishing supplies. Talk to the experts at Ace of Lacrosse in the Shelby Mall. So as we mentioned, next week we hope to do Aquinas at Viroqua. Sparta Holman was canceled, so we're not sure if we're going to have a second game. However, another thing we're kind of excited about, this year KQEG TV will carry qualifying at the Oktoberfest races live on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Now, those will run in the afternoon. You'll be able to see a lot of those super lates, late models, Big 8, the ARCA Midwest Tour, a lot of them as they qualify. And then the racing starts later, and we will record that and play that back on various Sundays afterwards. But we're pretty excited about the fact that we're going to carry qualifying live each day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, from the Oktoberfest races. So
Dan Diker isn't excited, is he?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Dan. He'll be very involved. Absolutely.
I'm sure he will.
All right, here we go. 3rd down, 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter. 7-0. Luther in the lead. Let's see if they can pick up those 4 yards.
Lyndon Bias did a great job on that last play of recognizing the fact that Dylan Yang was scrambling, came back, got a nice pass.
Man in motion. They fake to the motion man, and Yang carries it up the middle. He's got a hole, and he's into the end zone, and it's a touchdown, Luther.
The key on that play is to ride that back and so the defense freezes in an element of uncertainty as to who's got the ball. Take it out of that fullback's belly and then find a running lane, and Yang did that perfectly.
It's Elias Bolstead that he faked it to, and then away he went, and Luther adds another 6.
The timing was right. The blocking at the point of attack was perfect, but Yang did it with his breakaway speed. Yeah, good combination. Bias snapping, Yang holding, and Josiah Larson 2 extra points here in the first quarter.
$14-0. 3:37 left. And we'll see if the Bulldogs can get something rolling here. A lot of football time left here. Do you think that we talked about the tribute they did to Mr. Bell early on? And I noticed there's a TJ Bell on the team. There's also an assistant coach by the name of Gavin Bell, very possibly a relative.
Very possibly. I happen to know Greg Bell as an administrator, and again, that's a tough loss for this community.
Yeah. Larson will handle the kickoff. And it looks like Luce and Bray are back deep again for the Bulldogs. Now, they've had trouble hanging on to it on these kickoffs. Let's see if they do better this time. Luce grabs it, hands it off, and here comes Riley Bray. He's coming up the right side. A nice run back, taken out of bounds at about the 34-yard line.
Again, trying to get to the edge. Good coverage by the Knights after a pretty good return.
Yeah.
Tackled by number 15, Lyndon Bias.
Nicely done. So now let's see if the Bulldogs can get something going for them here.
Need to get that offensive line very young, we talked about, very inexperienced, to see if they can get some sustained drives going.
1st and 10, ball on the 30. There's the snap. And again, they'll hand it off. Up the middle he goes, but doesn't get anywhere. That's Brown, Brenner Brown, the ball carrier.
Size of that defensive line for Luther is they're just going to get stronger and better every single year, and that will be, I think, a key to how well they do defensively.
Next week, I think they play, is it River Ridge? I think Luther.
I'll check for you. They do. They're on, I think they're on the road next week.
I believe they're on the road again.
They're at River Ridge and then at DeSoto, and their first home game is Iowa Grant.
Oh, boy, he got taken behind the line of scrimmage and pulled down.
Just nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. No running lane at all. Isaiah Lersch.
Yep.
We talked about his brother being an excellent player, too. Isaiah, 6'8", 220. His dad, one of the basketball coaches.
Brenner Brown, I believe, the ball carrier again. Third down and 12 now. Ball back on the 28-yard line now. See what the Bulldogs can get going here. Here's the snap. Fades back. The handoff that time to Luce. Luce trying to get loose. Doesn't make it.
Geez, there was a running lane, and it looked like he had some yardage to gain, but guess who comes up from a defensive back and just with a great open field tackle? Well, number 15, Lyndon Bias.
Yeah, he is all over the field tonight, isn't he?
Well, on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Of course, we remember Emery as an excellent Luther athlete, too, and a sophomore now at Viterbo.
O'Neill will kick the ball for the Bulldogs.
Somebody lined up in the neutral zone, and I believe it's Luther.
So, a pre-snap penalty.
Geez, that's about what, 6 penalties, 7 penalties for Luther here in the first quarter?
Wow. Could be.
Still 4th down for the Bulldogs. O'Neill back to punt. Bias back to receive this punt.
Still 4th down, and O'Neill will handle the kick. Lyndon Bias back deep for the Knights. There's a snap and another flag.
This one will go on Boscobel.
Yes, it will. So they'll move it back 5 yards.
And I'm sure with practice time, the special teams probably didn't get the work that perhaps the offense and defense has gotten here in the month of September. So I expect that we're not going to see good special teams.
Whoa, a high snap. He gets it, though, and gets it kicked away. Headed for the sidelines. And
good bounce.
Good bounce. No return on that one. It'll be down at the 42-yard line, 43.
33-yard kick.
We're under a minute left here in the first quarter. This is Parents' Night. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, it says right here on this piece of paper, Parents' Night.
I don't know if they're going to do any introductions or anything like that at halftime, but because of the virus, who knows what folks are going to do. But we'll find out. 56 seconds left in the first quarter, and Luther with the ball now. 1st and 10 on their own 42. Yang out of the gun, takes the snap. He's going to keep it, follow his back right through there. He's picking up a number of yards. He'll get a first down and then some.
Boy, he just, that crease, he doesn't need much of a lane to run. But we talked early on about how his coaches said watch him with his breakaway speed, and the coaches were exactly right.
Yeah, he just picks his way through that defense, finds that lane, and picks up the yardage they need.
I remember his brother playing a few years ago, too.
Yeah. 1st and 10, 36 seconds left. First quarter. There's the snap. Lyndon Bias again, and he'll pick up a first down and more. He's still on his feet going down the sidelines. Finally taken down.
Again, just a swing pattern. And right out of the backfield. And he did the rest himself.
Well done. Looks like he's going to be around the 18-yard line, something like that, maybe the 20. Let's see where they place it. We do have a player being helped off the field.
Seth Gilson made the hit. Nice hit. And
yeah.
I think he got his bell rung a little bit, too.
Could be. They're helping him off.
5'11" sophomore.
20 seconds left. 1st and 10 for the Knights.
Well, one of the keys of the game we talked about, get the ball in open spaces to your playmakers. And early in this game, that has been Luther's game plan. Let them do the rest.
Yeah.
Put them on an island. See if they can find the end zone.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10. It's time they hand it off. Josiah Larson, the ball carrier.
Yeah, of course, good teams mix it up. Go to the air.
Yeah.
You know, they used to say your 2 phases to the game, the run, the pass, but that's no longer the case. It's now play action, which is a big part of most teams.
Well, that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Our score is 14-0. The Luther Knights are in the lead. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with more of tonight's game right after this.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 5-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
And welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. Just about to get underway with the second quarter here at Boscobel High School. Our score 14-0. The Onalaska Luther Knights doing quite well tonight. Respectable crowd here, I'd say, wouldn't you, Terry?
Yeah.
I mean, considering they have to have a limited number of people here.
I'm sure a lot of people are watching this broadcast or listening to the local radio station, not wanting to take a chance on coming out.
All right, Luther Knights with the ball, 2nd down. Ooh, and we've got a flag right away.
We got another motion penalty. I think the motion man turned upfield too quick. You know, motion's designed to confuse the defense, to add complexity to a play, to hopefully get some shifts on the defense. And but you got to go parallel to the line of scrimmage, or it's a penalty.
2nd down and 11 for the Knights. Here's Yang with the snap. He rolls out to the right side. There's a throw, and he's got his, no, he missed it. I thought he had him there. Nathan Riley, the intended receiver, but he was unable to hang on to it, so going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Talked to Nathan a little bit before the game. I know his dad real well and grandpa. His older brother was on Seven Rivers Sports a couple years ago. I'm sure grandpa's here watching the game, John Riley.
All right, 3rd down. Ball's on the 14-yard line. Let's see if Luther can get that 1st down. Dual backs. Oh, bad snap. Yang picks it up. He's going to get hit in the backfield. Down he goes.
The bad snap disrupted the timing, and just like that, the opportunity presented itself for Brenner Brown, the junior, and he makes his first tackle of the evening.
Well, and I was pleased to see that Yang didn't try to do anything. You know, it looked for a moment there like he might try to hand it off to somebody nearby, but you just got to know when you're going to eat that ball, and that's exactly what he did, and it was the right thing to do.
Keep your composure is right.
4th down, let's see if they can convert. Yang out of the gun, takes the snap, fades back, looking for a receiver, downfield. He's looking for his man, but no, he did not connect.
Pretty good protection again. It looked like he had a variety of potential receivers open.
Yeah.
Nehemiah Pamperin was open, but he just missed him.
Yep. So it'll go back to the Bulldogs
Good
now.
stop by Boscobel.
Yeah, excellent.
See if that can be a catalyst to get their offense going.
Didn't take much time off the clock there, just not even a minute in that series of downs. So let's see what the Bulldogs can do. So far, we haven't seen them pass the ball, have we, Terry? It's been
they're like 80% run with that wing tee. You can't throw the ball very often.
Yeah.
That's why Central went away from it.
Yep. Hand it off. This time, the ball carrier that's Brenner Brown again. He's going to get about 8 yards on that one.
Yeah, good 1st down play, good blocking up front with Jilson, Hamill, Wagner, Groom, and Steiner.
2nd down and 2.
2nd down and 2 gives you a lot more options as to what to do.
Yep. There's the snap. Handoff. Time they go to Loose, but he gets hit behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to lose about 5 yards on that one.
Yeah, don't run that again.
Yeah.
Trying to get to the edge against a Luther defense that crowds the line of scrimmage. They have like 8 or 9 in the box.
John O'Neill coming into the lineup now.
I see his family sitting right down in front of us with O'Neill on their shirts.
3rd down, 3rd and 5. Ball on the 29-yard line.
Now a little bit of predictability now for the advantage to the defense.
And again, they get smothered as they try to go. It looked like they were trying to go off tackle there, but
things look good on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down. They went the wrong way.
Yeah. So they're going to take 4th down now. 4th and about 7, I think. Loss of a couple of yards on that play.
O'Neill into kick, but he looks like he's limping a little bit. Luther set to get good field position.
Yep.
Playing on half the field.
Lyndon Bias back deep. They get the kick away. Good coverage by the Bulldogs.
Good
And
kick.
there's going to be no run back. Good
Boy,
kick.
It wasn't an ideal snap either. The timing was off. The rhythm was off. Almost went over his head, and he had enough poise to get a good kickoff.
So O'Neill gets it downfield for him, back into Luther territory.
Pretty good for a sophomore, John O'Neill.
So the Knights will get it back now, 1st and 10 on their own 46, and about 8:57 left in the first quarter. Here we are starting to get some dew, so that ball's going to start getting a little slippery. I noticed them wiping the ball off with a towel consistently. Here's Yang and a handoff. Right up the center he goes.
Talk about a burst of speed.
Josiah Larson, the ball carrier.
He's got some nice breakaway speed, too.
No kid.
Of course, part of the wiping it off is the COVID. And and the officials are instructed to make sure that ball gets wiped down with disinfectant quite often.
Sure. All right. Luther now 1st and 10 again. They move down to the Bulldogs' 35-yard line. Here's Yang. Takes the snap. Hands it off again. But that time, Josiah Larson, nowhere to go. He runs right into a red jersey.
Yeah, nice defense that time. Number 64 held his spot. Kane Groom, 240-pound junior, did a nice job making the tackle.
2nd down and 10 for the Luther Knights.
Now he comes out, too.
There's the snap. A quick throw into the flat. He catches it, but no, they're going to say he trapped it.
There's that swing pattern right out of the backfield again.
No catch. Kind of a timing pass.
Yeah, trying to get number 33, Luke Elias Bolstead, out on an island. He was wide open, too.
Yep. 3rd and 10. Yeah, you kind of have to wonder how many plays are they able to really put together in the 10 days that they're allowed to practice. Send a man in motion. Oh, and a bad snap, or bad handoff, I should say. So Nehemiah Pamprin has to fall on it.
Yeah, that play, should that play be part of an early season playbook? I'm not quite so sure, because the timing is so critical to have perfect timing.
Yeah.
And you know the Logan Rangers run that all the time. That stretch play out of motion.
Yeah. 4th down.
The Badgers run it all the time, too.
Larson will kick. Riley and Luce back deep for the Bulldogs. There's the kick. Nice kick. Good coverage. And they're going to fall on it at about the 7-yard line. So the Bulldogs will have it deep in their own territory.
My goodness, great coverage, too, by number 15, Lyndon Bias.
Boy, we're calling his number a lot.
We are. So are you saying that he's in the running already for possibly player of the game?
I wouldn't be surprised.
His dad would like that. You know, his dad is the advancement kind of director at Luther.
Oh, okay.
Works on the mission statement and works with social media and recruitment. Does a great job.
Here are the Bulldogs now. Whitaker comes up under center. Send a man in motion, takes the snap, hands it off, but they run right into a bunch of white jerseys. And
boy, great penetration again, right up front. First guy that disrupted the play, didn't get the tackle, but number 59, Ethan Prowley, defensive lineman, only a sophomore. That's a name that goes way back in time.
Prowley,
to Luther.
yeah.
Prowley.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were around when Prowley had that farm,
yep.
Which is now Festival and all those stores there. Do you remember that?
Absolutely. I remember that. All right, 2nd down and 10. Bulldogs hand it off again. This time, Riley with some running room. Riley Bray finds some room. And brings up, gets up about 7 yards, I think. They're going to give him 7 yards, so it'll be third. I'll give him 8 yards. 3rd and 2.
How'd you like to have the vision that someday that farm would be worth millions upon millions of dollars
Yeah.
in retail?
Who knew, huh?
Oh, jeez.
All right, 3rd down for the Bulldogs. They need to start converting, getting some first downs out there. Let's see what Whitaker can do.
Their worst enemy
Luther moved.
Their worst enemy is 3rd and long. And
Well,
that's good call, that staggered count.
Pulled the Knights off.
Of course, defensive line coaches say don't listen to anything that's said by the quarterback. Just watch the ball.
Yeah. Second quarter, 1st and 10. Ball on the 16 for the Bulldogs. Hands it off, and as he tries to get around the left side.
Boy, it just doesn't get much, maybe a yard at the most.
Little bit of a gain. That was Riley Bray again, the ball carrier.
Tackle by number 55, Cole Christofferson. He's a big guy inside too at 210. Talk a little bit about in the pregame of the size of that defensive line for Luther.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah. 2nd down and 10. Down to 4:30 left in the second quarter here. And that was Brown again. Brenner Brown trying to go up the middle, but
just nowhere.
Probably lost a couple yards. He does.
About 3 white jerseys there, led by Tristan Riley. Creeps up there at that linebacker spot. Boy, the Boscobel is going to struggle if they don't open the game a little bit and spread out, because Luther has 9 players in the box and tough to block all of them.
Yeah. Boscobel comes up to the line. Whitaker under center. You have a receiver out to the left side. And he gets tracked down and taken down.
Oh, my goodness.
There's a sack.
Almost unblocked, too. Number 64, Gavin Proudfoot. 6'8", 240. How'd you like to block him?
Oh. Oh.
If he doesn't get you, it's like who? Like Twiddly D and Twiddly, like what's the next one? Lersch at 220?
Wow.
6'8"? How'd you like to have those two guys coming at you?
I would not.
Like thunder and lightning, huh? Looks like it got tipped too.
Oh yeah, not a good kick.
Well, you talk about ideal field position for Luther.
16-yard line. That'll be 1st and 10 to the Knights for the Bulldogs 16.
O'Neal just didn't get a good kickoff. I think it was tipped right at the line.
You need to meet by the gate at the south end of the field at the concession side. Start making your way towards that. Got 2 minutes, 58 seconds left in the second quarter.
We'll see what they're going to do. 2:58 left here, and something at halftime. I think they're going to do something for the parents. So 1st and 10 for the Knights. The ball on the 17-yard line. Yang takes the snap, hands it off. Josiah Larson, the ball carrier, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown, just like that.
Yeah, he had great blocking and did the rest himself. Speaking of parents' night, I don't think he's in, is he?
Is he?
Tomorrow, you will get a chance to see the Aquinas Blue Golds in an inter-squad scrimmage at Holy Cross.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, they're giving him the touchdown.
So at 1 o'clock, and it's meet the team and meet the parents tomorrow.
Is that right?
Yeah. So if you don't have anything to do tomorrow afternoon, go to Holy Cross Seminary Field.
All right.
Took quite a while before the officials determined it was a touchdown, huh?
Yeah, 20 to nothing now. Just under 3 minutes left in the first half. Here's the kick. Up, and looks like it's good, and it is. So that'll make it 21 to nothing.
3 for 3 for Larson.
All right, while they get set up, we'll take a quick break here, and we'll be back with more right after these messages on KQEG TV.
At Boyers, we have a great selection of furniture.
At great prices.
And great personality.
We'll be the judges of that. Love seats, great. Prices, great. Personality, so-so. Sofas, great. Prices, great. Personality, so-so. Recliners, great. Prices, great. Personalities,
But I'm your grandpa. Can't you give me a break?
All judges' decisions are final at Boyers Furniture.
Please.
Welcome back, everybody. 2 minutes and 52 seconds left here. The ball is, score is 21 to nothing, and Luther will kick off to the Bulldogs here. And see if the Bulldogs can get something going. They'd like to get on the board before the half ends here, I'm sure.
Well, give the parents something to be excited about here, and as they'll be introduced at halftime.
Absolutely. Sun goes down. Looks like some clouds have moved in. About 72 degrees right now. There was a moon out there for a little while, wasn't there?
Sure was. Beautiful.
Well, once again, Luce and Bray will be back deep for the Bulldogs. And Josiah Larson will handle the kicking duties.
He said he's got a full half in him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Kicking off 3 times and 3 for 3 on extra points.
Here we go. Almost like a line drive, in and out of Luce's hands. He picks it up at the 10, now the 15, out to the 20. He's going to make it to the 25 and maybe about the 27-yard line. Not a bad run back.
No, it gets the defense time to get down there. That's the only problem with that tackle by number 51, Nathaniel Trzynski.
Still a good effort by that young man to pick that ball up and pick up about 15 yards on a run back. They'll place it at the 27, it looks like. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs now as they try to get something happening. Whitaker and Gilbertson into the lineup.
Ethan Hulse looks like he's limping a little bit too. John O'Neill doesn't look like he's at his best.
Okay, Whitaker up under center. There's the snap. Hands it off. Brenner Brown, the ball carrier again, and he has a little success there. He'll pick up about 5 yards, I think.
He ran hard that time.
He did.
Put his shoulder down, his head down. Ran into the tackle of Tristan Riley.
2nd down and 6, they're going to say. 31-yard line of the Bulldogs. Whitaker comes up under center. Again, they hand it off.
It's a good run, tackle by number 9, Dylan Yang.
Again, Brenner Brown, the ball carrier.
He's been impressive here in the first half, 6-foot junior.
3rd and short, and they're going to call timeout for just a moment. So Terry, Seven Rivers Sports, you have a couple of kids from Holman on this week, right? Today's Friday, so people can watch it Saturday at 4 o'clock.
You talk about impressive young man.
Saturday at 5:30, excuse me, Saturday at 5:30.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it was a pleasure to meet those 2 guys, Luke LeClaire and Miles Boyu. And we hope that season, which is now on pause, can begin again, because we're going to cover a few of those games.
And then next week you have some Aquinas kids.
Yeah,
don't you?
next week. Well, one of the Jeff Wilhelmy, the cross country and track coach at Aquinas,
Oh, okay.
has really elevated that program. So my two guests are Andrew Skemp, who has just had a great early part of the year, and Gracie.
It'll come to you. It'll come to you. It'll come to you.
I'll get it here.
Yeah, one of those senior moment kind of things, huh? Ball on the 36-yard line, 3rd down and a yard for the Bulldogs. Let's see if they can get it, convert, get a first down. I think this would be their 2nd first down of the night if they can get it. There's the snap. Whittaker hands it off. Oh, and the Knights are in there.
Nowhere to run.
Brown again, the ball carrier, but he's not able to get it anywhere.
Andrew Skemp and Carly Myers.
Okay, there you go.
Those are my two guests next week.
Okay, good.
Aquinas High School featuring their cross-country program.
So brings up 4th down and 2. Loss of a yard on that play. Ball on the 35-yard line for the Bulldogs. 21-0. Luther in the lead. We're down to 1 minute 20 seconds left in the half. There's the snap. Kick gets away. It's going to go out of, well, nope, I thought it was going to go out of bounds, but not quite.
Another flag. It's about the 10th one this first half, and I think that's going to go on Boscobel. I would think Luther may decline that.
Yeah, they will. Luther declines.
See if Luther decides to go to the air here with 1 minute left in the first half.
Yeah, procedure against Bulldogs, but declined by Luther. So with 1 minute left, it's going to be 1st down, 1st and 10 for the Luther Knights with the ball in Bulldog territory on about the 47, 48-yard line.
Look for them to get one of their playmakers on the edge and see if he can do the rest.
Well, here's Yang out of the gun. Dual backs, receivers right and left. There's the snap and a quick pass out to the flat. Kind of a naked screen, if you will.
Yeah. Again,
Hunter Caston.
kind of what we thought. Hunter Caston, his first reception,
Yep.
6'4" senior.
It's a good target, certainly. Nice big target. They do have some big kids on this team. Tall, I mean.
Well, they got good size in their
Yep.
both boys and girls basketball program.
2nd and
too.
6 now. Yang fades back. He's going deep. Oh, headed for who else? Lyndon Bias. Didn't quite get there.
His mechanics were not good on that pass either. Didn't get the ball up to his ear and just kind of short-armed it.
3rd down and 6. 28 seconds left in the half.
See if the Knights have a screen in their playbook. It'd be a good time to do that, maybe to the wide side.
They do have a timeout left, so if they can get the first down, they might call it timeout if they run the ball. Okay, Yang puts 2 receivers to the right side, single receiver to the left. Dual backs again. Yang takes the snap. Again to Caston,
That little wheel route on.
but he doesn't gain any yards
No,
on
he
that one.
didn't. Bulldogs smelled that out early. Had 2 defenders over on the wide side.
Looks like they're going to let the clock run out. Yep, that's what they're going to do. So we come to the end of the half. Our score 21-0. Onalaska Luther Knights are in the lead with a pretty solid lead. We're going to take a quick break here and we'll see what's going to happen halftime here. So we'll be back right after these messages on the high school game of the week. Right back.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 five-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
Are you losing money or are you making money? I'm Angela Miles. Watch Business First AM as we reveal what the pros know about building a bank account, saving for retirement at all ages and stages, or starting up your own company. Plus, our team of traders are eager to tell you how they handle the stock market in good times and in bad. It's time to stop procrastinating. Stay up to the minute with Business News Daily on Business First AM.
Sometimes we have to own up for what we did.
Daytime Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. Christina is tough.
Control your emotions.
Don't miss Justice for All with Christina Perez. She's savvy.
You're responsible for it.
She's sincere.
You should just be doing the right thing.
And she's always supreme.
You're going out of here.
Judge Karen brings humor and compassion into her courtroom. And when that gavel comes down,
good luck to you both.
People know it.
I'm going to make sure justice happens.
Yes, I know.
Always fair, always bright.
You should have known better than this.
Don't miss Supreme Justice with Judge Karen.
Welcome back, everybody. Halftime here at Boscobel High School. Our score 21-0. The Onalaska Luther Knights with a comfortable lead here. And it's Parents' Night, so we're going to get a chance to meet some of the parents of the Boscobel team. But your thoughts on the game so far, Terry?
Well, kind of what I thought, actually. The size and the speed of Luther and Boscobel trying to kind of resurrect what was here a few years ago, and they won 2 games, I think, in the last 5 years. They're trying to bring back some respectability, and it's a slow process, and that's so. You know, they're trying to at least build something. I give them credit for that, but I just don't think they have the talent or the numbers or the size.
Yeah,
but remember, we're only at halftime here, so
that's true.
A lot of things can happen.
A lot of things could happen. See, the moon has come back out. Let's take a look at some of the early on, in the game here tonight. We'll look at some of the replay action. Here's one of the first plays that Luther moved the ball around the right side there and headed into the end zone and ended up with a touchdown.
I just like.
But that actually got called back. That touchdown didn't stick, as they say.
I like their speed. I like the way they get the ball. Their new offense coordinator, Jeff Comey, who I know quite well, is taking advantage of the playmakers, and they've done well the first half.
Well, now, as you can see, let's take a moment and look at some of the parents as they're being introduced here. They're going to come down from the far side here.
Escorted by Doug Steiner. Junior Noah Luce, escorted by Julie Luce and Greg Luce. Dalton Hogan, escorted by Aaron Hogan. Junior Brenner Brown, escorted by Carrie Brown and Scott Brown. Brenna Wellner, escorted by Brandy and Ben Wellner. Ethan Holst, escorted by Alicia and Andy Holst.
Parents being introduced. and their kids walking down to meet them.
I mentioned early on, we're going to see this tomorrow in an inter-squad scrimmage at Holy Cross. The Aquinas Blue Gulls are going to share their, they're going to unveil their team to the community. Hope they get a good turnout.
John O'Neill, escorted by Jennifer O'Neill and Tom O'Neill. E.J. Bell, escorted by Brooke and Todd Bell.
You're getting a look at the team and some of the kids.
Owen Massman, escorted by Autumn Troca and Wes Hamlin.
That's O'Neill you're looking at right there, John O'Neill.
Escorted by Holly and Clark Gilson.
T.J. Bell checking up with his parents. Number 58, Brady Hamill. Number 50, Owen Massman. Here's number 53, Seth Gilson, meeting up with his parents.
Bryce Hill, escorted by Justin Hill.
Coming down the line there, Alex Culp. Oh, excuse me, that's Jonathan Baumeister. Jonathan Baumeister. Then, here, number 32, Alex Culp, meeting up with his parents. That's Bryce Hill, number 45. And you see number 74, that's Trenton Connolly. Trenton Connolly's 6'1", 250. He's a big boy. And then number 14, of course, Lucas Whitaker with his parents.
Only a freshman.
Yeah. Number 21 is Stuart Trum. As he catches up to his mom and dad. Oh, big kiss. And there you have it. Number 9 there, that is Hayden Colson. He did not dress tonight, probably an injury of some sort. So there you have it. They're the Bulldogs and their parents lined up there for you. Looking good. I don't know if you noticed this, Terry, but there's two young gals on the team, too. Brenna Wellner and Danielle Swenson. Number 65 and 66. So now they're all wondering, how long do we stand here? While they bring out the apples and the water for the team. Pictures are taken, and there you go. So we can get back to looking at some of the plays early on here that we have on replay. This is the second time the Luther Knights get it into the end zone. Actually, I think they brought it down to the 1 yard line there on a reception by Josiah Larson. And this was a kickoff to Boscobel, and a nice run by Riley Bray. There.
Yeah, he's been a bright spot for the Bulldogs.
Done a nice job. This is a kickoff, and you're seeing this is where the fumble on the kick, and the Luther Knights recovered, and that really helped them. Although I don't think they were able to turn that into any kind of a score at that point. They didn't get too far with that one. Here we go once again. Whitaker with a pass right down the middle as he finds his way to who else but Lyndon Bias. And they discussed that. It was a good catch, and I believe gave him the first down. And once again, the Knights with the ball. This time, Yang keeps the ball, finds his way into the corner for a touchdown. A nice run by Yang as he gets loose and takes it into the end zone. Now the score is 14-0 at this point. And again, here's a nice run by Yang. He's got some good yardage tonight for the Luther Knights.
Well, the offense is built around his athleticism.
Absolutely.
Give him. He should have the option to run each and every time on that play action.
All right, one more look here as this time Boscobel with the ball. And a nice sack by the Luther Knights. Led to a 4th down and a kick. So here's where we sit, folks. It's 21-0. Luther is solidly in the lead here and playing a really good game tonight.
Yeah, they are. I mean, their new defensive coordinator, Luke Rosenbaum, has his defense ready. And, of course, we know that in any year, early in the season, defense usually dictates a game. And the Luther Knight defense is certainly dominated here in the first half.
Oh, they absolutely have, yeah, absolutely. And Yang has done a great job at quarterback. He's been running with that ball. He must have about 50, 60 yards already just under his own feet, so to speak. Been a great night for him too.
Well, Luther lost a lot of their skilled playmakers from last year. Christian Wilm, the quarterback, and some other speedy receivers and running backs, but wow, these guys are at least in the first half here, are replacing the last year's seniors very well.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do, folks. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more as we get ready for the second half. We still got about 10 minutes of halftime here, so we'll be back after these messages.
You know Boyers Furniture. We've been in business over 100 years selling quality furniture at budget prices. But who's choosing the furniture we're selling?
We picked out sofas, and more sofas. We picked out love seats, and more love seats.
We picked out recliners,
And more recliners.
dining room furniture, bedroom furniture.
With buyers like these and USA brands like Ashley, Marshfield, and Best, you can't do better than Boyer Furniture.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 5-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
At First Community Credit Union, we count on the community and our members, and they can count on us. First Community Credit Union is owned by its members, and we take pride in serving them the best way we know how, with friendly, personalized service. Since 1961, we've strived to provide a source of credit at a fair and reasonable rate. Whether you prefer to bank online or in person, we're here for you. Stop by one of our locations or give us a call today. First Community Credit Union, our community first.
No soap opera.
I got this.
No lying.
You know how many times I've heard that?
No nonsense.
The simple fact is,
Judge Hatchett has seen it all, and with over 20 years on the bench, she knows when someone is trying to get away with it.
I'm really having a tough time believing that.
Never predictable.
It is not her fault.
Always powerful.
Did you set him up?
Don't miss The Verdict with Judge Hatchett.
It's halftime on the KQED-TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's game features the Onalaska Luther Knights and the Boscobel Bulldogs. We'll return with the second half of tonight's game after...
She's savvy.
you're responsible for it.
She's sincere.
You should just be doing the right thing.
And she's always supreme.
You're going out of here.
Judge Karen brings humor and compassion into her courtroom. And when that gavel comes down,
Good luck to you both.
people know it.
I'm going to make sure justice happens.
Yes, I know.
Always fair, always bright.
You should have known better than this.
Don't miss Supreme Justice with Judge Karen.
Get ready to go wild.
You won't believe how close you can get.
Amazing animals.
Lion, leopard, and now the rhino.
Incredible places.
Where else do you know where you can go and have breakfast and have a giraffe eat right out of your hand, huh?
Luxury.
What could be better?
And memories.
To Masai Mara, Kenya.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. We're at halftime here at Boscobel High School. Our score at the moment, 21-0. The Luther Knights solidly in control so far of tonight's game. But it is the first game of the season for both of these teams. We talked earlier about Boscobel and the running the wing tee. And all we're seeing so far from them is the run consistently. And a young man who's been having a pretty good night carrying that ball for him is Brenner Brown. He's probably been the bright spot for Boscobel so far anyway. But we have another whole half of football yet to play, so we'll see where that goes. On the Luther side, of course, Lyndon Bias has been the name that we've been calling quite a bit. Bias with a couple of great receptions and scoring a touchdown for the Knights. He's having a really good night tonight. And a lot of the reason that they're ahead by 21 points is because of his efforts. Yang also, Dylan Yang at the quarterback spot, also having a really great night. As you can see, the coach down there in the far end of the field talking to the Luther Knights, having a few words with them, telling them not to think that the game is over. We haven't won the game yet. We've got some work to do yet before we get there, right? Yeah, I should say so. Dylan Yang and Lyndon Bias both having a great night. Josiah Larson coming through with a great catch, too, earlier. And a touchdown. So about 5 minutes yet to go here at the halftime before we get back to more football, and Terry's back.
I think Luther, I mean, who knows early in the season? It's just it's too hard to tell what's going to happen with injuries or with the pandemic. But I think they're a scary team. I just like the way they play defense with their new defensive coordinator. Their size is there. Their play selection using their skilled players. I just think that they have the capabilities of having a great season.
Oh, absolutely. I think you're right. Well, once again, we'll take a quick break here, and we'll be back with the second half of tonight's game after these messages on the KQEG TV High School Game of the Week. We'll be back.
Watch Justice for All with Christina Perez.
Sometimes we have to own up for what we did.
Daytime Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. Christina is tough.
Control your emotions.
Compassionate.
Don't be ashamed of what you did. Be proud of it. You stood up for yourself.
Funny and always fair.
It's just a fact of life.
Her courtroom is no nonsense.
End of story.
Don't miss Justice for All with Christina Perez.
Get ready to go wild.
You won't believe how close you can get.
Amazing animals.
Lion, leopard, and now the rhino.
Incredible places.
Where else do you know where you can go and have breakfast and have a giraffe eat right out of your hand, huh?
Luxury.
What could be better?
And memories.
To Masai Mara, Kenya.
Are you losing money or are you making money? I'm Angela Miles. Watch Business First AM as we reveal what the pros know about building a bank account, saving for retirement at all ages and stages, or starting up your own company. Plus, our team of traders are eager to tell you how they handle the stock market in good times and in bad. It's time to stop procrastinating. Stay up to the minute with Business News Daily on Business First AM.
You know that Boyers is a small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department. Delivery and setup. Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising.
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection.
Come on down and check out Boyer's Furniture.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
No soap opera.
I got this.
No lying.
You know how many times I've heard that?
No nonsense.
The simple fact is,
Don't miss The Verdict with Judge Hatchett.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson, and we are just moments away from getting the second half of this ball game underway. You know, Terry, if you've been a coach before, so this is nothing new to you. What do you say to your team if you're the Bulldog coach and you're down by 21 points here and really kind of having a rough first half?
Well, you just look for bright spots for the first of all.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be realistic and say, okay. I mean, it can't just all, you guys are doing well. I think you just play like. I mean, no. You got to challenge them to pick up their game a little bit, but you again look for bright spots to build on and make your adjustments. You talk to your players and you ask them, okay, who's having trouble blocking with against certain defensive players? You ask them, what do you think we can do to get some offense going in the second half? You rely on your eyes in the sky, your assistant coaches that should be able to come down and give you some good advice as to what to do. And again, you're trying to, you're certainly not beating people up emotionally at halftime, but you are challenging them to come out and have a respectable second half.
And I would suspect that if you're Luther, on the other hand, you're telling your team, great job, we're doing good. You need to keep it going, keep the pressure on. They could come back. Don't let them, don't get overconfident at this point.
You certainly do. You tell them when the second half starts, it's 0-0, and you play like that.
Yeah.
And you also say, okay, now let's kind of think, if we continue to play well, you tell your reserves, okay, get ready because you're going to have an opportunity to play in this game.
Yeah.
So we want, and you want to make sure people don't get injured. So, but again, you certainly keep your team at an even keel so they don't get. You know what though? I think knowing the culture of Luther, knowing Matt Schiebel, and I don't think the Luther kids. I've never seen them play a game in any sport where they're so proud of themselves, where the display of their of their arrogance is obvious. No,
yeah.
They just don't do that.
Yeah, they'll come out, they'll give it their all, they'll play it like you say, like it's 0-0, and we're just getting started. So,
but reading articles from different authors, whether they're scientists or professors or physicians, you're talking about whether we should be resuming play is, I can see both sides of it. I just hope nothing happens, but there's an element of danger here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, but then they say that there's an element of danger in football anyway. And you see kids all the time being carried off the field due to a concussion, sprained ankle, broken arm. I mean, all sorts of different things.
Yeah. But this is a different world now, though, that we have to all be aware of what's out there.
Yeah.
And the risk factor. And the coaches have to. Usually you predetermine your practices and you have certain drills that you run each and every year. But the drills that you run and how you run a practice under these conditions is completely different.
Yeah. A lot more difficult. Well, Luther should get the ball to start the second half here. And we're just, I forgot they add 3 minutes up onto the clock, don't they, before they start. So it's actually a 23-minute halftime.
We don't mind that on a beautiful night like this,
Oh,
but
no.
in the end of October and early November, long half times might be a little difficult.
Oh, I remember some cold nights, Terry, doing those playoff games.
I remember starting my career as a broadcaster, part-time, broadcasting on the top of a van at West Salem.
Yeah.
And other places, but we would sit there with chairs and a table on top of a van. You remember that?
Well, that was when you were working with the cable company, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that was before me. Although we did some sitting on top of vans too, especially at West Salem's old field there. That was a tough field to play at, I'll tell you.
So it's difficult when you're outside. The lighting is different. You don't have your notes in front of you. Sometimes it's windy and so on. So it's not like you watch Saturday or Sunday football, college pro, where they have everything in front of them. They have somebody in their ear telling them who made the tackle and any statistics. They're getting constant feeds.
Yeah.
We're not getting any feeds.
That's true. All right, here we go. We are underway, folks. Second half. Ball picked up at about the 23-yard line.
He should have been down right there.
Yeah, it looked like that was Uzziah Larson, and a great run back.
A good run back, but it should have been negated because.
Did he touch the ball
I thought
put his knee down?
I thought he went to his knee, and the white hat says no, but I thought that should have been down right at about the 30-yard line. Fortunately for the Knights, great field position.
No kidding. They're going to start 1st and 10 with the ball on the 28-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Of course, the rule is if you have a knee down, you can't advance it.
Luther with a single back this time, and they've got receivers left and right, 2 on each side. Yang takes the snap out of the gun, and a quick throw. Oh, in and out of his hands.
Just a curl route, too.
Hunter cast in the intended receiver, and it just bounces in and out of his hands.
A little low, Rick, but catchable.
Definitely.
Very catchable.
Yep.
First time we've seen that 2-by-2 set.
Right. So we're seeing a few different things here the second half. And again, they'll set the same way, 2-by-2, single back. There's the snap. Hand it to Josiah Larson, but he's not going to get anywhere.
Well defended. Of course,
very well defended.
The reason you send receivers out is to stretch the defense and hopefully open up a running lane in the middle, but Brenner Brown would have nothing to do with that as he gets the tackle.
3rd down and 13. Ball on the 31 now. Comes the snap. Yang looking downfield. He's going for a deep one. He's got a man, and he just overthrew him.
Just too much.
Nathan Riley, intended receiver, but he just overthrew him.
Riley with single coverage on the outside. Nathan Riley, only a sophomore. We talked about him earlier on. His brother, an outstanding athlete, and grandpa at Luther, and that was 6, too.
Yeah. Would have been.
Just a streak route down the sideline, just a foot race.
4th and 13 now. Yang again out of the gun, takes the snap, looking downfield. He's got a man, and it's Lyndon Bias. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Looked like Lyndon Bias was his check down receiver, too. He looked left, which confused the defense, and Bias one-on-one coverage right down the sideline. And, boy, there's a player for you.
Yeah, no kidding. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Great move.
Great vision, too. Good protection. Yang had plenty of time, felt comfortable, had his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage. Footwork quiet, and the result, 6 points.
There's the kick. That one, I don't think that one's any good, so they're going to miss one.
First miss for Josiah Larson, the junior.
3 out of 4, not bad. 27-0 our score now. with 10:55 left, and the Bulldogs will get a shot.
See if they can get that young quarterback, Lucas Whitaker, to get that offense going. That 6'2" freshman.
Say one of our sponsors tonight, Lewiston Monument in Lewiston, Minnesota. Founded in 1919, they've been a tradition for 4 generations. They specialize in cemetery memorials of all types. Lewiston Monument can help you with a difficult decision. That's Lewiston Monument, located in Lewiston, Minnesota.
You talk about an athletic family, huh?
Yeah.
Bernie, an outstanding college player. His wife, one of the leading scorers at Luther when girls basketball just started. She was in that kind of inaugural class. And then all 4 kids, Luther standouts. And what about this? All 4 of them played in the WBCA All-Star game. The first time 4 kids from one family were chosen to play in the All-Star game.
Wow. Pretty impressive young family.
Oh, my goodness. They're just good people.
Really. So the Dogs will get it back again. Once again, we've got Riley Bray and Nathan Luce back deep for the Bulldogs. Josiah Larson will kick it off. And here we go. Luce takes it. Fakes the handoff to Bray that time, and he's going to try and turn upfield. He's cutting back the other way, losing some yardage in the process, and finally taken down.
He's tried to shift directions, no place to go. The first guy that slowed him down and did the disruption, number 51, Nathan Trzynski. He has looked good on special teams.
Tackled by Elias Bolstead.
Elias Bolstead is running back, junior. Again, we talked about the youth of Boscobel, but mostly young players here doing well tonight for the Knights, except, of course, Bias, the senior.
All right, here we go. Bulldogs now with the ball. Whitaker under center. Hands it off. And he gets smothered.
You ask your offensive line to just open up a crease, enough time to get the running back an opportunity to get to the second level, but not so tonight.
Brenner Brown, the ball carrier. Loss of about 4 on the play, so it'll be second down at 14.
Luther linebackers filling gaps quickly, knowing that the Bulldogs don't throw the ball. If you're one-dimensional, they don't throw the ball very often. The advantage to the defense.
Yes. Handoff again.
A delayed handoff, too, trying to get off tackle, but
Brown again, the ball carrier.
Yeah. Ran into the grasp of Tristan Riley, number 52. Again, another 3rd and long where defenses can peel back, pin their ears back, and go.
No gain on that play. Actually lost a yard, 3rd and 15 now.
See if Luke Rosenbaum, the defensive coordinator, dials up a stunt here on 3rd and long.
And we've got movement. Flag goes flying. That'll be on the Bulldogs.
Most of the penalties here tonight have been against Luther, though.
True.
So the Boscobel has been pretty poised with their offense. This time a costly penalty with their back to the goal line. Kind of limits what you can do on 3rd and forever.
Yeah. 3rd down and about 20 yards now. And you would think they've got a pass. We'll see. See if they've got a pass play in there. Nope. Whitaker's going to hang on to it himself, and he's not going to get too far.
Pretty conservative, huh?
Yeah, very.
Don't want to take a chance, I guess, putting the ball in the air. We talked before in that tight formation how difficult it is to throw the ball. O'Neill has had some challenging field positions to punt the ball, too.
He'll be standing in his end zone when he kicks that ball.
See if his gunners can get down there and create some problems for a bias.
Kind of a high snap, but he gets it away. And a fair catch
good
called.
call. Good fair catch. Good poise.
And that time, that was Tanner Bass, sophomore, 5'9", 160. I think that's the first time we've called his number.
When you play on half the field and you're on defense, that's a little bit challenging for you. Need to make the offense go more than just 30 yards.
So Dylan Yang brings him up out of the gun once again. He's got a receiver, Lyndon Bias, off to the right side. They send a man in motion. That's Hunter Caston. There's the pitch. And he breaks through Josiah Larson, the ball carrier.
Well, the white hat throws a penalty. When he throws it, that means it's on the offense. And we have a holding call. Luther certainly a little work to do in cleaning up those penalties before they go next week on the road.
Yep.
You know, these athletic directors at these high schools now, River Ridge. You ever been to River Ridge?
No, I haven't.
You know where it is, don't you?
No, I don't.
Just outside of Prairie du Chien.
Oh, okay. Oh, that far south. Okay.
Yeah. Used to be Bloomington.
Well, we might be going there. Who
Used
knows?
to be Bloomington High School.
Is that right?
Yes.
This time, Yang keeps it, fakes the handoff, and he cuts back across field. He's got an open run right to the end zone.
He does.
And nope, it looks like they're going to give him the touchdown. Yeah.
Shifty, elusive, improvisational, all those things.
What a run, I tell you. Cutting back all the way across field, heading for that corner.
Basically did it on his own, too.
He did.
He just didn't. He doesn't need much of a running lane. He does the rest himself.
Nicely done.
When you get a quarterback that can get to the second level that quick, a lot of pressure on the defense.
Let's see if they can put that extra point on there. There's the kick, and it's up, and looks good, and it is. Larson now 4 out of 5 on extra points. So 34-0 our score now with 7:43 left in the third quarter.
We just may have a running clock before this night's over, huh?
Yeah, would it be at 35 points? Is that when it is? Okay.
It's okay, because I have a long day tomorrow, so.
Do you?
You got to get me home at a decent time.
Yes, sir. What do you do? Are you running tomorrow?
I got a triathlon tomorrow.
Oh, my goodness.
So I start my run at 8:30, bike at 10, and then we don't swim because there's no pool or water out by Drugan, so we play 18 holes of golf.
Oh. Well, so when you run, what do you run, a 10K or 10 miles or 10K? And then
you bike 20.
Bike 20.
Then you play 18 holes of golf. You can't use a cart, so you have to walk.
Is it timed or does it?
No,
is it?
It's not NASCAR golf.
Okay. Well, I was wondering, are they timing it or are you just how you score?
It's how you score.
Okay. Got
so
it.
Anyway, 25 years ago, we started TriQuest Charities, raised over $1 million through those years to the Boys and Girls Club Children's Museum, several other charities. And then we decided to end it on a high note, but a few of us, 6 or 8 of us, Chris Weiss, my good friend, is one of them, are continuing the tradition.
Oh, okay. So you're not raising money for anything this time? You're just out there to have some fun?
That's right.
So tomorrow I should look for a bunch of old guys running down the road about 8:30 in the morning.
Well,
where do you start
first
from?
of all, you won't be up.
Where do you
Second
start
of all,
from?
It's at Drugan's, and that's too far from where you live.
So the whole thing is at Drugan's?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So you'll be biking around up there in northern Holman? And
that's right.
Okay.
And then Sunday, I umpire fall girls softball at West Salem.
All right, here we go. Riley Bray takes the ball, hands it off to Luce. Noah Luce goes around the right side, gets nailed.
The most difficult thing to do in football is open field tackles. And as he disappears, the solo tackler disappears into the white sideline. I didn't get the number.
But Luce didn't get too far. So it'll be 1st and 10. They're on their own 17-yard line.
Challenging field position again.
7:37 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, there's a lot of fall sports, fall baseball, softball now with a lot of teams, schools not having fall sports. So softball, baseball leagues in the fall.
Yeah. And once again, they hand it off to Brenner Brown, but he ends up losing about 4 yards. No, make it 5, maybe 6 yards on that play.
Fatigue could be a part of this too. Of course,
I think,
you haven't had that much practice, and the majority of the Boscobel roster, as I look, are two-way players. I think only two of the players go one way. That tells you something right there.
Yeah.
Of course, the numbers: 26 players out in grades 9 through 12. Both schools about 300 kids in the enrollment.
They only have 4 seniors on the team, I believe. Whitaker with a keeper that time.
And 1 starter. It's 1 starter senior.
Oh, okay.
That's Riley Bray.
Third down and 13 now for the Bulldogs. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left, third quarter. Haven Gilbertson into the lineup. And he's going to take the role of wide receiver. They're going to put at least 1 wide receiver out. There's the snap. And again, the handoff.
A little bootleg action.
This time, Riley Bray.
Oh, I like that play.
Picks up about 7 yards, 8 yards.
I don't think you go for it, though, in that field position. Even though...
Down by 34.
Bulldogs, I don't think so.
No. Going to kick. Oh, I see O'Neill's out there. John O'Neill is their kicker. 5:41 left in the third. And it's 4th down and 8, and they are going to kick.
Oh.
Loose ball into the end zone, and
looks like a safety.
Looks like a safety, and it is.
That's what it is. Bad snap. O'Neill couldn't handle it. The white jerseys there quickly, and 2 more points for the
Luther Knights. And they'll get the kick too, don't they? Yeah, they'll kick it to them. Free kick by the Bulldogs. 36-0 our score.
After this kick and reception, then the clock should start and continue.
Oh yeah, that's right. We should have a continuous clock now. They'll stop. Oh, do they wait to the 4th quarter to do that, or they do it in the 3rd quarter?
I think it's 3rd quarter, but
we'll see. We're going to find out.
We will.
We'll find out.
I haven't reviewed my rules yet, actually.
Aha.
Although I am working a few games coming up.
Are you?
Lower level games, so
okay.
I guess I better dig that rule book out, huh?
You better, yeah. Get on top of it. So the Bulldogs with a free kick now. Once again for the Knights, back deep is Josiah Larson and Lyndon Bias.
You have the option to punt or kick, and it looks like the Bulldogs are going to kick.
Oh, okay, they'll set up the tee. right, here's O'Neill. Here's the kick. They get it away. And Larson will take it at about the 47-yard line. Goes down the far side, and he's taken down about the 38-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Good open field tackle by Noah Luce. Number 3, the junior. There's the answer to your question, too. The clock's running.
Oh, clock keeps going. Okay.
So it's not the fourth quarter.
But it has to be at least the third quarter. Yeah. Okay. 1st and 10 for the Luther Knights now. They got the ball on the Bulldog 39-yard line. Well, let's see what they're going to do. Here's Yang. Dual backs this time. Receivers right and left. And the handoff goes to Bass, Tanner Bass, the ball carrier.
Boy, he got off the ball quick, but we have looks like a penalty. No, maybe, yeah, there is a penalty.
There's a flag, yep, flag down.
I think they moved early. No, chop block.
Ooh, against the Knights.
Ooh, that'll hurt.
And that's going to cost him. And all this time that they use to mark this off, the clock is running. So it's really, how bad is it for Luther? I don't know.
No,
it keeps the clock going.
Yeah, exactly.
We're under 4 minutes now. Third quarter still.
I'm impressed the way Luther gets off the football, too. They're just winning that battle of the neutral zone.
Yeah. So 1st and 21 now. Ball on the 50. There's the snap. Oh, bad snap. It goes up into the air. That's going to be recovered by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they do.
Bulldogs will get that one.
Good. Talk about penetration.
Yeah, in Knight territory. But that was a bad snap. It just bounced right off of Yang's hands.
But irregardless of that, great penetration. T.J. Bell, the sophomore, recovers the fumble.
He was right there.
See if the Bulldogs can surprise the Luther Knights now with a pass here on 1st down. And I think Luther has their second unit in now.
All right, 1st and 10, ball on the 45. Here's the Bulldogs. Timeout.
Confusion, so timeout.
Timeout called. So while they're taking a timeout, we'll take a quick timeout too. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Our score, 36-0. The Onalaska Luther Knights are in the lead. We'll be back after this message on KQEG TV.
At First Community Credit Union, we count on the community and our members, and they can count on us. First Community Credit Union is owned by its members, and we take pride in serving them the best way we know how, with friendly, personalized service. Since 1961, we've strived to provide a source of credit at a fair and reasonable rate. Whether you prefer to bank online or in person, we're here for you. Stop by one of our locations or give us a call today. First Community Credit Union, our community first.
She's savvy.
You're responsible for it.
She's sincere.
You should just be doing the right thing.
And she's always supreme.
You're going out of here.
Judge Karen brings humor and compassion into her courtroom. And when that gavel comes down,
good luck to you both.
People know it.
I'm going to make sure justice happens.
Yes, I know.
Always fair, always bright.
You should have known better than this.
Don't miss Supreme Justice with Judge Karen.
And welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson, Terry Erickson at Boscobel High School, where the Bulldogs have just recovered a fumble, and they have the ball on the 45-yard line of the Knights, and it's 1st and 10.
Casey Nice Memorial Football Stadium. Pretty nice campus here, nice facilities.
There's the snap. Whittaker hands it off. Bray on the carry. He'll pick up about 2.
Bray trying to get something going and runs into a pretty difficult defensive line. Bray, the juniors, one of the few players that had some experience from last year.
Second down and 9. Here's Whitaker under center. Takes the snap, hands it off. He's hit right away behind the line of scrimmage. And that was loose, the ball carrier.
Talk about penetration and anticipation. That time Tanner Bass, again, one of 3 Luther defensive backs who are coming all the way back from their linebacker spot to make the tackle.
3rd and 15 now. 36-0 our score. And the Bulldogs with the ball. Whitaker, Lucas Whitaker under center. There's the snap and the handoff. Goes with Brown once again. Not a good handoff though.
No.
He kind of ran into him, didn't he?
Little, the mesh point was not there. A little confusion, disruption. Gave the defense time to get that extra step and didn't get anything.
Yep. So it'll be 4th and 16 now. It looks more like 4th and 15, I think. But ball on the Luther 49-yard line. So the Bulldogs will kick it. And this time, back deep for the Knights. Lyndon Bias, of course, and Tanner Bass. It's going to go to Bias. He'll go around the far side, see if he can pick up some yardage, and he's going pretty good there. All the way down to into Bulldog territory.
Ran through a couple tackles, too. Ran right through Lucas Whitaker's tackle.
I think he stepped out at about the 50. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Luther Knights. I don't know if we'll get one off here as the 3rd quarter is winding down quickly. So it looks like we'll be taking a break here. And we'll be back with the 4th quarter. Our score, 36-0. And Luther with the ball. We'll be back after this.
Watch Justice for All with Christina Perez.
Sometimes we have to own up for what we did.
Daytime Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. Christina is tough,
Control your emotions.
compassionate,
Don't be ashamed of what you did. Be proud of it. You stood up for yourself.
funny, and always fair.
It's just a fact of life.
Her courtroom is no nonsense.
End of story.
Don't miss Justice for All with Christina Perez.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson, along with Terry Erickson. We are in Boscobel at Boscobel High School. Luther Knights taking on the Boscobel Bulldogs, and our score 36-0. Luther Knights are in the lead, and we're starting to see clean jerseys out there. Isn't that what you said, Terry?
We are. I
More
think
clean
we're
jerseys.
have a whole new unit for the Luther Knights.
Well, it wouldn't be a bad idea to take your quarterback out. And I think that's just what they're doing. I don't see Dylan Yang in there. Yeah, switch sides, guys. That's right.
Hunter Caston's still in, but I think we have a new quarterback in Nehemiah Pamprin, maybe?
Yep, that's what it looks like, Nehemiah Pamprin. Dual backs, and they hand it off to Tanner Bass, and Bass has got running room, and he breaks through. He gets caught by O'Neal, or by Luce rather. Noah Luce catches up to him and pushes him out of bounds. It really looked like he had 6 there, didn't it, Terry?
How about the way he hit the line of scrimmage? I mean, nobody touched him until Luce caught up with him.
Luce puts him out of bounds. Saves the touchdown there, but then the Knights are down on the 10-yard line. 1st and 10, 1st and goal for them.
Again, great blocking. We talked about that a lot. That time Luke Schmaling, a sophomore, gets the call. But the second unit, the Luther linemen, are equally effective in their blocking.
Senior Connor Beagle brings in the play for the Knights. They step up to the line. 2nd and goal on the 1. Pamperin at the quarterback spot, out of the gun. Takes the snap, hands it off to Bass, and Bass is in for a touchdown.
Over his left guard and left tackle, and no problem for the Knights.
That puts it 42-0 as we continue with a running clock here in the 4th quarter. 10 minutes left in this game. Now the Knights will kick an extra point here. Josiah Larson again will put his foot into it. He's 4 out of 5 so far tonight. He's only missed 1 extra point. Let's see how he does here. Gets it up, and that looks pretty good. And it is.
Best one of the night right there.
Yeah. So that makes it 43-0 now. Luther with a substantial lead, and the Bulldogs will get it back again.
To do a little research before I interview John Bias and or Lyndon Bias to see when the Luther Knights in recent times, modern history, modern times have won a game to this magnitude on their opening night. I wonder.
They've struggled. They really have. Their football team has struggled over the last couple of years, so this has got to be a huge confidence builder for them.
Wow, I guess so.
Clock keeps running down, 9:37 left.
What's ahead for Luther? Well, but the AD's having scrambling to put their schedules together. Joel Babinick sent me the schedule. River Ridge, DeSoto, Iowa Grant, Ithaca, Hillsboro, Potosi, Cassville, that co-op on November 6th, and then to the playoffs, if indeed there are playoffs. Did you see the WIA did resurrect and bring back the postseason for cross country and tennis and golf? Now that was kind of to be determined, and it appears that there will be a postseason.
Oh, okay, good. Well, they did stop the clock at 9:37. So for touchdowns, I guess they do stop the clock. Larson will kick off. And once again, Riley and Luce deep for the Bulldogs. And here we go. They'll take it at about the 15 and fakes the handoff. And Bray will pick up about 15 yards on that.
Good run, good open field tackle by Elias Bolstead.
Takes it out just shy of the 35, it looks like. Let's see where they put the ball. Nope, I take that back. Just over the 25.
I'd like to see these Bulldogs get one on the scoreboard before the end of the night.
I would too. I would too. That would be great.
Boscobel at Pecatonica Argyle next week.
And you know, all of that is tentative. You know, it could change. There's the snap. Brown again, the ball carrier. He'll get a couple of yards out of that one.
Well, just like was Onalaska had like 3 different opponents in the last week.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
They were scheduled to play Westby, and Westby shut down. And
well, West Salem first.
And West Salem.
And then
now,
Westby.
And now finally Toma.
Yeah. I had hoped to get a score on that one, but
Toma under new coach too. Brad Pluger elevated to the activities director. He'll do a great job there.
2nd down and 9. Bulldogs. Handoff. That time they run into a bunch of white jerseys again.
Just fumbled the snap. I don't think they got.
Oh.
I don't even think they got a opportunity to run a play.
About 3rd and 11, it looks like to me. 7:30 left in the 4th quarter here. And again, our score 43-0. Knights in the lead. Bulldogs with the ball. Have not been able to move it against this Knight defensive line. Let's see what they can do now. Whittaker with a handoff to Riley Bray. Riley Bray with a nice run there. Picks up about 10 yards.
Got some nice blocking on that right side too.
Yeah, he'll be shy of the 1st down.
Got a nice block by Danielle Swenson, 66.
Say once again this year, one of our sponsors, Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services, serving the La Crosse area for over 50 years with traditional services or prearranged funeral plans. It's comforting to know they'll be there when you need them. That's Schumacher Kish in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. There's Bray again with a nice run.
Good blocking again. That time, number 61, Noah Wagner, with a nice block.
So they get a 1st down.
Is that?
1st and 10.
Is that their first down of the
I think
night?
it's their 3rd. Well, they had one when it was a offsides.
I'm not talking about by virtue of a penalty.
Well, then I think it's their 2nd one. 1st and 10. And they hand it off to Luce, but he doesn't get anywhere with it. Back to the line of scrimmage.
No, he didn't. He ran into number 62 and Hawken Protzman, 255-pound junior.
We heard today GET's going on virtual starting Monday.
Yes.
Did you hear that?
I did.
Yeah. Down to 5 minutes and 30 seconds left here. 2nd down now and 11.
Stay tuned for news feeds because a lot of things happening.
Here's Riley Bray again. He spins around in there. He's going to get a couple of yards out of that one.
Good second effort, too.
Picks up about 4.
Yeah, that spin that he used got out of a tackle and got some extra yards.
3rd and 8 now. See if they can get another 1st down here. Whittaker up under center. Dual backs. Hand it off to Bray again. He's just fighting his way up there. Boy, he's real close to a 1st down.
Well, Bulldogs read stunt and read it correctly and went the opposite way and got the 1st down.
They did. Riley Bray with a nice run.
Looks like Bray got enough for Boscobel. 1st down.
Well, he's one of few seniors on this Bulldog roster. 6 foot, 200 pounds. Had a good night.
1st and 10 again. Ball on the 49 now. Here's Whittaker under center. He'll go to Bray again. Riley Bray again fights his way through. He'll pick up about 9 yards on that one.
Well, he's getting good blocking too. Fell forward for a good gain.
Gain of 6 yards.
Give it to him again. My coach in high school, a play was successful, we ran the second play until they stopped
If
it.
it works, do it again. 2nd down and 4 now. They may run out of time, though. We're down to 3 minutes and 30 seconds here. The running clock. Whittaker brings him up to the line. Takes the snap, goes to Bray. Bray picks his way through the line, and again, picks up a 1st down.
Bray ran out of the tackle of Owen Haas.
38-yard line, they're telling us. And 1st and 10 again for the Bulldogs.
Haven Gilbertson brings in the play, the junior, 5'7", 130 pounds. I think that's what I weighed in high school, 130 pounds.
He's fast. Were you fast?
Of course
Did
I
he
was
say
fast.
that about you?
You knew I was fast.
Okay, Whittaker hands it off to Luce this time. Luce gets through the line, and he'll come close to a 1st down. See, maybe a couple yards short.
Do the Bulldogs have a pass in their playbook?
Apparently not.
Maybe this would be the time. Maybe, huh?
There's no 2-minute warning.
No.
So the clock's just going to keep running. We're down to about 2 minutes now.
Just fool that Luther defense with a...
Wouldn't it fool them if you suddenly threw a pass?
With a play action. Come on. I know you could do it.
Whittaker up under center. Takes the snap, hands off to Bray again.
No.
Riley Bray works his way through the line, and I think, oh, is there a fumble?
Yeah, there was.
They're saying it's a fumble. And it looks like Luther recovered. Luther did recover. They'll get it back.
But an impressive drive.
Yes,
nevertheless.
absolutely.
All on the ground. Now, we don't have a statistician, unfortunately, but I don't think he threw a pass the entire night, has he?
No, he didn't. No, there hasn't been a pass the entire night. Not even an incomplete one.
Oh.
Timeout.
Well,
Luther takes a timeout, so that kind of works well for us because we got to get one more commercial in, all right? So one more break, and we'll be back with more of the finish of tonight's game after this message.
At Boyers, we have a great selection of furniture.
At great prices.
And great personality.
We'll be the judges of that. Love seats, great. Prices, great. Personality, so-so. Sofas, great. Prices, great. Personality, so-so. Recliners, great. Prices, great. Personalities,
But I'm your grandpa. Can't you give me a break?
All judges' decisions are final at Boyers Furniture.
Please?
No soap opera.
I got this.
No lying.
You know how many times I've heard that?
No nonsense.
The simple fact is,
Judge Hatchett has seen it all, and with over 20 years on the bench, she knows when someone is trying to get away with it.
I'm really having a tough time believing that.
Never predictable.
It is not her fault.
Always powerful.
Did you set him up?
Don't miss The Verdict with Judge Hatchett.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. 1:12 left here. Score 43-0. Luther in the lead, and they just got the ball back. So do you just take a knee a couple times, Terry, and
you do?
end this thing? I think that's probably what you should do. But I don't think they're going to do that. Nope, they're not. They're going to keep playing to the end. They got another quarterback in there. This time it's Cole Bryant, the sophomore. So, you know, it is a chance for some of the younger kids maybe to get into the game.
Yeah. Give Eli Krause a chance, the freshman.
Carry the ball. Under a minute left now. Cole Bryant at the quarterback spot. Takes the snap, pitches it out. They'll run around the right side and pick up some yards there. Running with the ball that time, Luke Schmeling, the sophomore. So a first down for the Knights, and that probably is going to do it. Only 20 seconds left. I don't know if they can get another play off. Yep, they're going to try. One more play, 9 seconds left. Here's the snap. And again, a handoff. And again, the ball carrier, Luke Schmeling.
Yeah,
and
good.
That does it.
Good tackle by Owen Massman, number 50, to end the game.
So you ready for players of the game? You ready to make your choices?
Well,
I know who I'd choose.
I actually have 2 players of the game for Luther. I have
All right.
Dylan Yang. I think he impressed the heck out of me. And he is one of mine, along with Lyndon Bias. No doubt about it.
He was mine. What about for the Bulldogs?
Well, I thought that John O'Neill played pretty well.
I think you got to go with Riley Bray.
Yeah, he kicked. I was just going to say he was in the running, but Riley Bray, the senior, I thought he played well, and he can hold his head up high because his effort was there. So
and Brenner Brown.
And Brenner Brown. Okay,
Brenner Brown had a good night too. So yeah, a couple of them on each side of the ball tonight. So that wraps it up for us from Boscobel, folks. A final score once again here, 43-0. The Luther Knights win this one. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week with, I think next week we're going to be at Aquinas when they play Viroqua.
We're going to be at Viroqua.
Yeah, at Viroqua. So we hope we'll find out if that game is going to happen or not as the days roll by. So stay informed, stay safe, and wear that mask. Till next time, good night, everybody. You've been watching the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's game featured the Onalaska Luther Knights and the Boscobel Bulldogs. The KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week is made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business. Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. First Community Credit Union, serving local communities. Lewiston Monument in Lewiston, Minnesota. And by Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Thanks for watching high school football on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com.